Happy Friday. I'm Kalia Janae, and welcome to Kalia Janae today. We'll be discussing beauty, business, and beyond. Of course, you know that by coming to my channel. Today, I wanted to talk about the fact that you've been working for yourself all along. What does that mean? So, anyone in the working world, you have a job, you're employed, or maybe you have chores. I always had something to do ever since I was really little. My parents put me to work, and I'm very thankful for that, by the way. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But ultimately, you sign up for your job and you do your work. And a lot of times we think that we're doing it because our boss made us, or we're doing it because we have this outline, this rubric, these expectations of what it's supposed to be. But deep down inside, you're working for yourself. Many of you don't know me yet, but I am the leader. I run two businesses. I am self-employed. Thank the Lord. And a lot of people ask me, what is it like to work for yourself? Well, I've been working for myself as long as I've been working. And so what I mean by that is all of my goals, all of my strategies that I build out with my mentors and through my research and personal experience, I'm still the driving force, the motivator of, well, I want to pay my bills, or I want to save money, or I want to be able to have choices in life. That drives me to work hard. Before I worked for myself, I worked for several other people. I had all kinds of jobs. I worked for major corporations. And I remember, excuse me, I remember what it felt like to give it your all and then some, to like dig deep for like this really big promotion, or to get noticed by a supervisor, or to have an annual review come up, and have been working to be intentionally scored backwards on my review because of a personal issue, or to just be overlooked. And all kinds of things happened to me. And I was like, well, I'm doing all these things and they're not noticing. Well, it's the kind of person I am. And I had to remember that I was working for myself. Now, I'm a believer. I don't know how you feel, what kind of faith that you may practice, but deep down inside, I do everything with excellence and to the best of my abilities, because I do it as if I'm serving the God that I serve, Jesus that loves me, and the Heavenly Father. So I have a calling to be excellent and to do everything in excellence. But sometimes I find myself having to take a step back and go, okay, well, wait, you get kind of lost or distracted along the way. And I wanted to offer some encouragement and some advice to anyone in whatever your employment situation may be, whether you're self-employed, you're looking for employment, or you have a job that you could be the star performer at one day, and then the next day something else. The circumstance may arise, and now you're no longer the star player, or the employee of the month, if you will. You just remember, like I said, no matter what your employment background, you're doing it for your reasons. Of course, I encourage everyone to have some source of direct income, whether you have a side hustle or you're running another business and you decide to open up a second or third or fourth stream of income. Plenty of financial advisors would tell you that you should have more than one stream of income, because you never know what could happen in any given moment. And plus, we have so many gifts and abilities and talents within us that not one thing doesn't particularly serve all of our needs that we need to meet as a person, like on a human level, So I just want, like I said, the whole point of this is to encourage someone today, and just to let you know and to remind you, to like straighten your crown, if you will, that you're the reason why you're working. You have a family, you have a why, and it's not just to punch a clock, like the job you go to or your occupation is what you do to receive the income, to do something with it. That drive you have while you get out of bed, you might say, on a facetious level, oh, it's to pay these bills, or oh, it's to do whatever. And like I said, those are very tangible reasons why, but you're always working for yourself. You are your brand. How you show up every day, how you participate, the work you put in when things aren't going the way you thought they were going to go. Because that is the time, excuse me, that your character is built. And it sounds kind of cliche, even hearing myself say it right now, but you don't know me, but trust me, because you'll always be able to look back and you'll always be able to say, wow, I remember I pulled myself through that situation. You know, if you need to change your job, change your job. Definitely. You know, you shouldn't, the things I went through in previous jobs I had, I stayed way too long. But it's because I kept showing up and I wanted to give it my best. And now I'm giving my best, living in my calling, I feel, at least, leading other people to live and do their best as well. And I show up for that. And I'm so thankful that I was able to pull lessons out of what I went through, right? Because sometimes things happen to us and they're very unnecessary. They're unwarranted and unfair, and we didn't do anything to deserve them. But if you're already going to go through a situation, you might as well go through it and be able to take something positive with you moving forward. You know, like if we're going to have a sucky experience, at least let it not just be in vain. Pull a lesson out, because there could be someone else that faces that situation. And while you didn't deserve it and it wasn't fair to you, you can help someone overcome a similar thing that happens to them, because they could be just as undeserving of a bad situation. So, but back to business. I just, like I said, I wanted to encourage you. You're already working for yourself. Don't look at it as, oh, your supervisor, or oh, your upline, or oh, whatever the demands are that are requiring your greatness or your effort. When you look inward, look at yourself, that wonderful person in the mirror, man, woman, boy, you know, teen, whatever. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you show up for you. You work hard for you. You want that satisfaction knowing you did your absolute best. You know, there's always the analogy of whether you're the janitor or the CEO. It doesn't matter what your position is. Leadership, influence, those things transcend rank, title, and position. They are who you are. And so when you show up for yourself and you do that best for yourself, that satisfaction knowing whatever my job is, whatever my responsibilities are, I did them to the best of my abilities. Those traits and those characteristics will take you much further than any one-time opportunity or any short season of success. They will carry you through the long term, and you will be well better suited no matter who you work for, including yourself. But anyway, have a happy Friday. Everyone have a great, safe weekend. Bye-bye.